Hello बच्चों, so let's read this question. Which of the following statement about a catalyst is true? A. A catalyst accelerates the reaction by bringing down the free energy of activation. B. A catalyst also takes part in the reaction mechanism. C. A catalyst makes the reaction more feasible by making delta G naught more negative. D. A catalyst makes the equilibrium constant of the reaction a more favorable for the forward reaction. Now let us discuss the key concept of the question. A catalyst is a substance which increases or decreases the rate of reaction without itself being consumed at the end of the reaction. And the phenomena is called catalysis. Phenomena is called catalysis. Now, if we talk about the points that are given to us in the question, we know that जो हमारा catalyst होता है, it does not affect the thermodynamic parameters. A catalyst does not affect the thermodynamic parameters of a reaction. Thermodynamic parameters such as enthalpy, entropy, gives energy, gives free energy, and equilibrium constant. Now, if we talk about the points that are given to us, पहला हमें दे रखा है catalyst accelerates the reaction by bringing down the free energy of activation. तो हमें activation energy के बारे में बात की हुई है first point में. So we know that a catalyst increases the rate of reaction by lowering the activation energy. एक हम रफ सा डायग्राम बना लेते हैं of progress of reaction to activation energy activation energy by lowering activation energy. If we look into the graph, let us make one graph. Y axis पे हमारा energy है and x axis पे हमारा progress of reaction है. Progress of reaction and हमारा y axis have energy. तो अगर हमें इसका ग्राफ बनाना हो, suppose these are the reactants show the graph. तो ये हमारी एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी का हो जाएगा ग्राफ. थोड़ा क्लीन बनाते हैं. So this is the graph for activation energy and this will be the graph of activation energy without catalyst and this will be the graph of activation energy with catalyst and these will be the products hence formed products. So I'm writing over here. ये वाला जो ग्राफ है ब्लू से लिखती हूँ मैं एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी without catalyst. This one right over here. Now let us write the red वाला जो हमारा plot है. It is activation energy with catalyst. So we can clearly see with catalyst जो हमारी activation energy है it is less than activation energy without catalyst. So we can say A catalyst increases the rate of reaction by lowering the activation energy. तो हमारा जो फर्स्ट पॉइंट हो गया, a catalyst accelerates the reaction by bringing down the free energy of activation. It is true. Now let us talk. तो हमारा फर्स्ट ऑप्शन ही करेक्ट हो गया. Now let us talk about the second option and other options as well for better understanding. अगर हम सेकेंड ऑप्शन की बात करें, so second option states that a catalyst also takes part in the reaction mechanism. तो हम कह सकते हैं catalyst does not take part in the reaction mechanism. हमने ये की कॉन्सेप्ट में पॉइंट देख लिया था, एक बार और लिख देते हैं. does not take part actively in the reaction. It just is consumed in one step and regenerated in another. A very small amount of catalyst is required, and it is required in a very small amount as compared to the reactants. Very small amount. So we can see that it does not take place in the reaction mechanism. It is just consumed in the one step and regenerated in the other. So our second statement becomes false. Now let us talk about the third statement. A catalyst makes the reaction more feasible by making the delta G naught more negative. हमने ये इसी point में देख लिया. A catalyst does not affect the thermodynamic parameters. Let us write it once more. So we can say a catalyst does not affect the thermodynamic parameters. और हमारा next point कह रहा है that a catalyst makes the equilibrium constant of the reaction more favorable for the forward reaction. हम इसी point में इसे discuss कर लेते हैं. Thermodynamic parameters of a reaction. So thermodynamic parameters involve Gibbs free energy, equilibrium constant, etc. If we talk about the last point, we can also say that जो catalyst होता है, it catalyzes both forward and backward reactions to the same extent to maintain the equilibrium state in case of a reversible reaction. So ये कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि it favors for the forward reaction. It catalyzes both forward and backward directions to the same extent. It does not favor any direction. So this is also false and this is also false. Our first statement is true. So this will be the right answer to the question. I hope you understood the question well. Best of luck.